Shout out Gunnar Stahl for the off-stream reset. Yeah, it's like that show that just keeps renewing MM. They know they're making money off it, so they keep renewing it. Even though the fans are done with it. So when Gory types a message like this, it's most likely just something that happened to him, as opposed to someone else typing it. I would assume it's a pasta. As I was skateboarding to class, I saw a woman walking out of the building with what I thought was a crutch. And I thought, that's strange, one crutch. Only when I was about 2 feet away from hitting it and eating shit, I realized it was a seeing eye walking stick. Maybe I should have my eyes checked. You thought that an old blind woman had a crutch? And you almost hit her walking? Here, you almost hit? Okay, Gory's hilarious. That's not the one to hit, Gory. Yeah, precisely. Good point. Good observation from Tim. Good listening skills. Now, I thought it was a crutch. I was about to wipe her out and say, eat the curb. But then I realized it was for a blind person, so I veered away. Hello, BJH. Welcome in. This is the freshest a haircut is ever going to look on stream, potentially. It's so fresh. Just got it, courtesy Dill. Feeling very light. I don't know, my hair grows fast, man. When I get a haircut, it's always like a bundle on the floor. Hello, Moist, Mattis. As I always say, BJH, very presidential of you. The only person to get a haircut every 2 weeks is the president and BJH. Precisely, Tim. We have the house to ourselves. You know, we can talk about Coinbase, we can talk about Holzkern. It's going to be a wild couple days. Hello, Michael. And hello, and God bless Chess TV. Howdy, Merc. QB Zone, thanks for the 28 months. Entals, thanks for the 46 with Prime. Tommy, Fook, and Shelby. Massive 104-month reset from Tommy, Fook, and Shelby. Thank you, sir. Tommy is... he's pushing up one at a time. What is that? 108, I think, is the next year. He's getting there. That'll be 9 years soon for Tommy, Fook, and Shelby. Welcome in, Tommy. Good evening. Hello, Twitchy Undercrackers. Hello, Dark Spur. Queen Trap. Tomahawk. Hello, Rui. How's your buddy Embiid looking? I saw a clip on my feed of Embiid flopping on a free throw. Made me giggle. No, I didn't see the full clip, actually. Is it funnier, or does it give it some context? Hello, Matthias. Okay. Very funny. Yes, the Nadal. Correct. Yeah, honestly, if I'm in a, tough week in fantasy and Buddy's got to dig in the drawers a little bit for the secret sauce, it's fine by me. Hello, Tarnished. Starting on kick here. For those that haven't seen it, we've also encouraged people to post in our Discord if they have any challenges. We didn't create a new channel. We basically just repurposed a existing channel, the Content Ideas channel. So if anyone has a challenge that, I don't know, might be good on stream, might be good for a YouTube video, seems very difficult to achieve, damn near impossible, you can submit it in there and hopefully it'll materialize into something. Yep, I saw Rui made a submission, Moistad made a submission. Money Mike, I'm not sure if he made his submission, but his boys were in there. I saw some of his boys submitting. So Money Mike is always around. Hello, Alexi. So, we're going to start on Twitch today. Be here for a little bit. Warming up. Yeah, Money Mike might be a kick special. We'll visit him later. Hello, Pure Cano, Buck81. You and your guys. Okay, thank you, Tenere. Yeah, I haven't read every single one, but I saw there were some good suggestions in there, so I'll have to get to them. Maybe even tonight, who knows? If any look like they might be worth a try. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I'm freshly sheared. We'll be here for a couple hours, probably vrooming to our kick channel afterwards as well. We'll be here for the evening. Daniel fight night? Not tonight. D595, I hope. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a very good move. Well, let's not delay. I think we have to play it, so. Oops. Let's just go right away with this. Instead of taking and maybe opening up this check or opening up the e-file, we're just going to go like this. Tim TV. Well, Tim is sitting pretty, I believe. I haven't checked. I have done the cursory check. I believe Tim is still chilling. What can we do here? I don't know. Not much, honestly. This is an annoying move, keeping some material on the board. Not what I like to see. Especially maybe with this one coming up. Jeez. Yeah, I feel like that's not what we want to see at all. Got to get a queen trade somehow. I feel like queen g4, f4 is kind of a problem. Queen e2, queen d3, I'm hoping. Looks like it could be tough to keep the queens on. I mean, my king's in the center, so what do you want me to do? I'm going for a queen trade here. Damn this guy. What the hell? What the hell is this move? Like, rook here, he's literally going there. It's anything to get away from the lad. I think we go for the fun move here, surely. Fun havers. So a6 looks like something, but oh, I wish I used the other rook now. This ruins everything. My whole plan was to play rook here with the other rook on a8 and then play c5 and okay, knight moves, play knight f3. And then I switched at the last second, but whatever happens, it's not going to be worth. Yeah. Damn, that's a real shame. Mainly because the a-pawn was hanging. So I wanted to do I basically wanted to do this. Definitely bad moves, but I wanted the knight to move and then play knight f3. I don't even know what I was thinking because here, like, you know, the bishop's hit, but the problem was my king was on c8. So my king was on a checking square. So my whole plan was to go other rook to b8, queen here, and then knight f3, and then the king has to move, and then queen h5. You have to play h3, and then I was like, oh, queen e5. You have to play g3, and then queen f5 or queen h5. King here, I was like, not sure if there's knight h4, queen e4. Like, it looks like there's some stuff to watch out for. So this was all my plan. And then I was like, oh, well, we can just do the same thing here, and maybe this rook will be useful, unlike the F file or maybe the H file. So I actually think we might have got this to work, but to be honest, one move that I missed in every variation was this. I just thought it was an irrelevant check, but the problem is if I go anywhere here, he just trades the knights. We don't have any threat. And if I play here, he goes knight check and takes. And if I play here, which is what happened, although everything's covered, knight there threatens the bishop with check, and there's no other square to go to. So, to be honest, I kind of just underestimated queen a4 in every line, but I still should have played rook b8. That's what I meant when I was like, well, I think we're going to play the fun move. a6 is probably one of the best moves, as we pointed out, but this is just so tempting. Like, if he goes here, then we could really get some satisfying variations. Tommy's already downloaded the template. Hello, motorboater. Put this in on c4 here. Bishop here looks like it could be annoying. Taking there. It's like almost works. Yeah, bishop there is too strong. Pretty much has to prevent it. Should be pretty good here. Just keep a pawn at the end. Hello, CP. Uranak. Yes. For sure. Take care of our geo enjoyers as well. This almost looks like it wins, but not quite. Not what we wanted. If he takes, it's actually super helpful. Yeah, this is now like perfect pawn structure. Interesting. I'll actually take this way just to keep it closed. It's actually a really funny checkmate. He's gonna have to play rook f3. What the heck kind of mate was that? I've never mated with the assistance of so many pawns. No way he repeats that line. It looks pretty bad for him. Okay, he's gonna instead play this. Even queen c8 would play bishop a6 there, and we're winning. Seems like we want to take, but he's just going to castle. Okay, I think we want to stop e5. Kind of hard to say. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure about this position. e5, does it really work? Wow, it does. Okay, that was pretty nice. I don't think this works. It's a great draw there. He trapped his king for me. This is nice. He has to take this way. That has to be a problem. Some kind of knight b5, d4 move. Here, bishop f3. Oh, I didn't even realize. g2 is just loose there. Moves the knight, we take h7. I can't castle because of this pawn. How annoying. I don't know about this. That's a queen trade. Just need to end the stream under 3,000 so we can make sure to start the next stream going for 3,000. It's an endless cycle. Okay, 94 is way too strong. He definitely can't allow that. I wonder about queen c5. I'm just going to take it and we'll just see what happens. Yeah, I was going to say maybe we can actually take that. Got a shoulder the king there a little bit. Leaving this guy a little bit too loose for my liking. Let's go here. This is a trick. Not only is this good, but we're going into b6 next. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Do we take that? Hard to say. Still loose. Should be game over though. Getting the queen trade is a pretty big deal. Could be Wally. Theo, thanks for the 55 months and 50 from Amused Bystander as well. We're gonna give up the pawn just to have the right bishop here. think we want to take with the king here. Damn. Spend too much time. Oh, wow. He repeated. Not too intelligent. Spent too much time on the last series of moves when he brought his king over here. That was kind of clever. Ended up wasting some time, but we were definitely playing for a win there. Making a draw like that, given the time situation, that's the people don't like to see that. It's not a feel-good moment. Oops. I guess he can play this right away. I wasn't too intelligent. Probably should have brought the bishop back first. Trying to stop e5 again. Queen d5, queen f3. Not sure I understand that one. We want to trade like this. It's a couple seconds, so it'd be a pretty easy flag here. Thanks, Ron Mexico, for the 24. 2 years with Prime. Amused Bystander, Theo with the 50s, and Adam Hartlover thanks to the 35. Okay. Don't think I like this move. We'll have to play with energy here. I almost want to... Yeah, we got to keep control of this f4 square. It's pretty annoying. Nothing for me, eh? Still nothing. Damn. I don't see any threats I can make. Hopefully he checks and checks. It's my only hope. But he's going to pause, obviously, and find the win. It's just mating a couple moves there. King h8, just queen to the last rank somewhere. Interesting. That was actually the first game he's won. It feels like there's been some close battles, but those were games I escaped with a draw in. Not sure I understand that one. Bishop b4 is kind of asking to be played. The fact that this isn't a win is crazy. Maybe sack and queen e5. I don't know. Try this first. It's actually me who's pinned. You'd never have thought. Am I playing worse? Is he playing better? I feel like I'm starting to play poorly. Yes, people are eager to bring the KO out. We haven't been playing KO worthy. We'll have to work on that. Maybe bishop c5. Rook d8 here. Brazilian Monk, thank you for the 100 bits. This guy's just shuffling. That does not strike me as a very good move. Can we take that? Does not appear so. But we can definitely just do this. That's just way too many pawns. Way too many pawns. Yeah, he traded his bishop for knight. I didn't think that was very smart. Sorry, he traded his knight for my bishop. Not very smart. IMO. Feels like he has no clue what to do. We'll go f3 to kick that knight out. Yeah, we're definitely planning on taking that. We're going to win both of these, but... Oh, okay. He's going to give me everything we're after. Let's just defend the knight. Very familiar feeling, BYD. Spending time calculating, being a professional, seeing all the variations, and then meanwhile your opponent's cooking up nothing. Just nothing. They haven't seen half of what you were looking at. Try go here. Should win. I don't think he can take that. Queen d1, queen here. So king here is pretty much the only move. Oh man, what a bailout move. That's crazy. That's such a nasty move to run into. H4, he's covered there. Pinned the rook, and he didn't have a move, probably because he pre-moved his rook, like rook d4. Oops. Oops. E6 is, I mean, just in general, a very poor move to play. You never, like, want to lock your bishop out like that. Doesn't make any sense. You should be in some serious trouble here. This game should be over. Should be a win. I mean, we're up a bunch of pawns as well. Don't think I can play a5 myself because bishop b5. Not sure if he would spot it, but if he did, I think it was kind of strong. Yeah, I think he would have. Ooh, doesn't look that good for him. Maybe he wants to go here? I don't know. I don't like my queen here. This is a terrible position. This knight and queen have 0 coordination. 0. Somebody tells me that was not his best path forward. The coordination with the knight and the queen was so bad. That alone lost the game. It's weird. He keeps playing this trash queen b6 line. He usually gets a terrible position. Here, I guess he's going to get lucky. We pre-moved. But I feel like every game we've had with the white pieces has gone really well. We're up 10 seconds. It's not nothing. Dude, what are these blunders? That's like everything falls apart with that one. It's just like, dude, insane. Pawns are too easy to play in a time scramble. I mean, 4 of them is pretty much equal to a rook, but they're also just way easier to move. Don't know about queen there. Don't really like it. Yeah. Oh man, this is very uncomfortable. We're gonna have to go like this. We're probably supposed to make a draw there, down on time, but that's not what we do. The pursuit of this win is costing everything. I mean, I can take the pawn, but I decided to play what looked like the best move. Should have played the safe move to not flag. Okay, playing this move a bit too much, I think. I think we probably have to start actually really beating him now because he's starting to play bad moves regularly, and if he's not gonna be taking losses, then he's gonna think they're okay. Can't have that. That's a reinforce good chess. Sure. Sure. How is there no win exactly? Would love to hear that explained. Finally, a decent haircut. Damn, have we been... Has it been bad for a while? Dude, he keeps playing these trash early queen moves. Oh my goodness. It's crazy how he gets away with it. It's unbelievable. we need to be paying closer attention. $95 is a pretty bad move. Unfortunate. Kind of hard to... it's hard to push a drawn position and be faster. Because it's very easy to shuffle. I think we're making some good progress there, but... What? That's crazy. Just took it back? Thought maybe you'd try rookie one or something. The rating is just taking a hit. Down and down she goes. This is a funny move. It's also a bit of a funny move, but it's hard to organize my pieces properly here. Had to find a few pretty good moves there. Hello, Chris Herrera. I think this is Bosnia flag. Have to stop knight d5 there. This is not as good as we may think. Feels like we're both playing the exact same game. I like bishop c5 here, especially if he takes. So if we go knight d7, he has king f4. That was a blunder, I think. Okay. Getting outplayed here amazingly. Thank you, Bazmaniac. 5 gifted subs. For, I don't know what we're doing here. Rook e5 was funny. Bring all the pawns to the middle somehow. I don't know what this pawn structure is. Looking a little funny here. Man, this is bad. Just missed 95. I was waiting for him to move the rooks so that he wouldn't have rook a5 here. How do we do this? I think we just go with this pawn and then the d pawn will follow. Has to be a win. We're losing so much rating. It's what are we even doing? I can't even understand this move. Queen b3. Okay, can't actually take. Let's actually go here. We did a good job allowing his knight to the best possible square on the board, so that was smart. Truly amazing. He blunders as well. He likes his early queen moves. I'll play them as well. Let's see what we can do. King c4, f5. Nice endgame. No pieces in the center ever. You're making it sound like it's a challenge. Ooh. Horrific. Ugh. You can go ahead and resign this one. Kind of a funny endgame there. Wow, the rare DLM appearance. Hello, Dr. Lord Mayonnaise. Hello, Klein Bottle. Thanks for the 43 DLM. Tier 3. We could use your YouTube assistance, Dr. Lord. We're doing our best over here, but, you know, we're just outgunned. So yeah, we're dominated on the king side here. Even though it doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay. We have to go here. We had a very bad endgame there, so. Should be a very promising position. Bishop h3 looks a little bit wonky. Yeah, I think he wants to play e4, almost for sure. If he doesn't, then we're fine with that as well. We have knight d7. If he tries king e5. Okay, we allowed bishop b5, which is not great. We're going to have to immediately play knight c6. So knight's just stuck there. I should have brought the knight out first. Definitely an error. Had to, at some point, go for the win. Need f6. I need a blunder. Really? Nothing. I thought I could like take it. I was thinking the king was here. I'm just blind. What a crazy save. That was a bad game. Okay. All right. We have to call it. I mean, we're not doing anything. We're just sitting here losing rating while posting a score like this. It hurts. Hello, Nicola. Fresh off 16 move victory. What's that, Tim? He played well. He played all right. He's definitely very quick for his rating. Very, very speedy. Have a random generator. Choose 4 squares between H3 and A6. The empty starting squares. You can't have any pawns or pieces beyond those 4 squares. Glad you perused the channel, DLM. Noted. Yep, I think you're correct. Was this on when I was on the worst side of the position, Tim? That game? Or was this when I was on the better side? We played a lot of same color bishop endgames. Ah, yes. It was the one where I was white and I played bishop here and took the pawn. And then it turned into a pawn endgame, maybe? I'm not sure. I mean, most of the same color bishop endgame. I would say yes, it's the motif. But most of the endgames, they're not necessarily winning. It's just that, you know, you have an arsenal of tools you can try when you have the better side of a same color bishop endgame, and especially in a bullet game, something's going to work. And I think that's pretty much what happened. But we played quite a few endgames, same color bishops, because he was quite happy with a draw. So it felt like we were just trying to trick him most of the time. Sometimes I was successful. Sometimes I was successful and flagged, which was a pretty common combination. But It is coma, but it kind of comes with it. I complain about it a lot, but the elo system's fair in chess. So if I'm losing a lot of rating for an L, it means I'm supposed to win more games, or it means he's supposed to be higher rated. In this case, maybe a little bit of both. Probably should have done a bit better. He seemed pretty good for his rating, like very, very quick, which I think is the main skill. Most of the time, you won't see someone who's a very good bullet player who is quite tactical but super slow, and then that keeps them quite high rated. Most of the time, someone will be like not that tactical but pretty fast. That's the better combo to be. Thanks again, Nicola, not only for 1,000 bits, but for checking in and re-upping 67 months tier 3. Hello, Skatey Barra. Yo, yo, yo. I realize we still have the the kick the subs there. There we go. God, I always forget where I am. Challenge time. We might save them for kick, but I could attempt a few. I mean, try a few. I don't know. I have to scan through them and see which ones catch my eye. I saw a few replies, but not all. I saw a few people suggesting hand and brain ideas, which, that's a thing of the past. It's all about head and hand now. That's right, Tim. We don't need clogging. I also saw a few challenges that have already been completed, which is fair. Not that that's an issue, but it's a reminder how many have actually been done already. I did see the I did see the Tim Cannon sub battle. Pro Tim versus Anti Tim, captained by Tim and Wild Hacks. A sturdy suggestion there. It might not exactly be a YouTuber, but it certainly has its entertainment value. Pro Tim versus Anti Tim. Hey, Senile Oyster. Look at him go. Almost at the big 8-4. Senile's been here for 82 months. Got that sub badge representing 6.5 years. Coming up to 7, buddy. Thanks for the tier 2. One of our frequent and only tier 2 subs. Surely the attacker will play on the Pro Tim team. Ready for the next IRL? I feel like it has to be in a certain part of the world, though, to entice a guy like you. What was the last one you were at? Maybe where you met Yasser? Trying to remember. Yeah, definitely Tulum, but I thought there was one also in like the States or something where you were hanging with the. Maybe it was just in St. Louis. Can't remember. Very nice, very nice. But yes, Tulum. Good times. Yeah, we got to plan the next one. Thinking now, not too sure what it would be. A lot of people are, of course, with the exclusion of Tim, are planning something to do with World Rapid and Blitz in New York. Naturally, Tim bowed out. GM Joey. Yeah, it's well known, Kenrin, that chess can be quite expensive. How many games is he up to? Yeah, GM Joey has like the most games on the site, right? I mean, this guy's just played an astronomical amount of games. 200,000? It's crazy. It's crazy. But 200,000 games? Like, I don't even know what to say to that. $200,000. Definitely do not want to take that. Even though we win a pawn there, somehow I'm not convinced. I think that's the clear engine move, though, isn't it? Just winning a pawn. I don't know. I feel like we're supposed to do this. Wow, that's an energetic move. Respect. Respect to Joe on that one. Rip. This is gonna hurt. Hello, Yaz. Wow, speak of the devil. We were just talking about you, Yasser. See senile there? You know? We summoned him. Man, this is not comfortable. I'm not entirely sure how to handle this position. You're the Yasser that plays chess. Ah, wow. That covers it then, doesn't it? Can only be one. Can't even play this. Like, I think I'm out of moves. Yeah, basically I have no moves here. Try this. This is a very unfortunate move to play. Maybe I should have played rookie 2. Do I have more than 200k games? Like, not a chance. Not a chance. All combined, all online, everywhere. Yeah, maybe above 100k. Not above 200 though. It's super unpleasant. Man, it's really a bad game. Knight d5 to e3 was just like so insanely strong. Got absolutely killed. Absolutely killed. c3. Man, I just felt like c3 never worked. I'd have to go back and check, but it seemed like he could always take it. Okay. He told me to resign. Is Joey trash talking? Go Joe. Sleepy Joe. He's definitely not happy about that. 200,000 games, that's the game that breaks him. That's the tilter. Everything's all good. But that one right there, not tolerate. You think in Yasser's honor, we should play Push Him Baby? You know, it's actually been a damn minute since I've heard that one. It really has. What do we do? Take on d4? I want to play knight here, but a bit too much. Interesting. Maybe bishop f3, bishop c6, and knight e7. I guess it's bishop g5. Ugh. Did not see that one. Actually, here maybe we can take. Didn't really consider that. We're going to be down upon one way or another here, aren't we? I forgot about c4. Probably this is good enough. Some rook h1. Didn't see that move. Spacey job, thanks for the 14. All right. He's fuming. He's going to cap it at 200,000 games. Never going to play another one. Here we go, Nicola. JFM Bearcat, thanks for the 11 months with Prime. Was the end position winning? I think so, actually. Right. I'm hitting the bishop. I'm attacking the rook. I'm also threatening this and mate. Go Yasser. This is his platinum record. Oh, baby. I have definitely played Hans before, yes. Go, Yaz. Yeah, I do. Some tunes. Give them to me. Uh-huh. Brew Wayne's in. Thanks for the 81. 7 years soon. Thank you, Brew. Mason Maddie, thanks for the 7 months with Prime. Scotch 057. And thanks again, Irish Frank, for 45 with Prime. Good to see you again, Irish. Speaking of Yasser, and that username reminds me of Irish chesticles. Oh, that sounds like an achievement, Mr. Monopoly. I'm stoked for you, man. It's your first time listening to Pushin' Baby? Yes, an all-time classic. Oh, baby. Great stuff. Great stuff. Yes, Yasser and the Time Boys. That's right. That's right. Eric and myself, we have our moments in there. I'm always up for a wee bit of rapid. Tommy J. Salami. Up against the talented pool, as usual. I was telling our dear friend Mattis about the importance of Black Week. Tim, did you know about Black Week? Indeed. Used to only be a day, but it's important to remember, Tim, that Holzkern recognizes it for a longer period of time. Hello, Salty. Salty, now that you're cuddling up with the missus, pretty often, wanted to make sure a guy like you was aware of some of the great things you could pick up at Holzkern, either for yourself or for whoever prevents you from playing marbles properly at night. Exclamation mark Holzkern. The way Holzkern is doing it now, hopefully you've heard of Holzkern before. We've worked with them in the past, but the way they're doing it now is they basically have an up to 30% off. So depending on how much you spend, obviously, the more you spend, the more you get back as a discount. Exclamation mark Holzkern. We're kind of excited to be back working with them. We did for quite a long period of time earlier in the year, and even prior to that. We have a few items. Actually, we have so many items. Eric is, I think, just regularly wearing them now. I prefer the bracelet myself. I know Eric's rocking the necklace, which was kind of unexpected. I didn't even realize that this necklace would become a mainstay, but it has. But Holzkern has returned. Exclamation mark Holzkern. It's all about Black Week. Basically, some pretty serious savings. Later, we operate on American time, so later, after the Americans celebrate their Thanksgiving, there's going to be the one and only Black Friday, yes, as a part of Black Week, but the deal is going to be going from now all the way up until December 2nd. So you have a little bit of time, but not that much. By the time guy like Salty decides on the item, etc., there might not be that much time left. So check out the site. You can browse around. They have truly so many different items, but you might find Salty in this section right here. Browsing for ladies. Oh, Chess Lover, that's a different price point. I think Holzkern is probably not even a middle ground, just much more affordable ground than that. And with a nice, potentially 30% off, depending on what you spend, you can grab something nice. Here, we have a few. And Salty, fear not. Anyone getting a gift, it will always come with a way to resize it. So they come in these pretty sweet boxes right here. I think they look pretty nice. This one happens to be like a bandlet. So it comes with this nice cork pillow here. But yeah, if you're buying like something around the wrist or the neck, you'll always be able to resize it with the tools in the box that it comes with. Hello, Felix. You're just in time. Just. Of course, they also got the shades as well on top of the glasses. This is the look right here. Well, you can browse around Kenrin, exclamation mark Holzkern. Believe me, in the category, you'll have quite a few to look at. So there's different ways that, some are more muted than others, for example, like this one. I think you can pretty much barely tell. But if that's your goal, then check out or take a look at some of the designs, because if you don't want the logo just screaming at you, I get that. But they have a lot of different styles. Some styles have it a bit more prominent than others. So there you go. Just want to remind you, Salty, you do have till December 2nd. If anyone wants to get an item for themselves or someone else, the Black Week sale is the best time to do that. And this is going to be going till December 2nd. Familiar company, Holzkern. We love the products. I know there's quite a few people in chat who have picked one up. We even had a couple Team Chess winners, Dustin and AG. They won some Holzkern products as a result of that famous tournament we hosted. And myself, more of a bandlet guy. But I did also pick up some of the, what is it? Not the watches, but the bracelets. Let's see. Maybe jewelry? Yeah, some of these things. I always thought that the pearl ones looked pretty nice. Salty, in case you're browsing here, if anyone is maybe not buying for themselves, buying for someone else, I personally think any of the pearl designs, whether it's necklace or bracelet, happen to look pretty nice. So That would be my recommendation of where to start. But like I said, you have till December 2nd. So, letting you know in advance. I'll remind you again, but that's Black Week. Everyone knows it's the, Christmas season coming up. Makes sense to get this stuff. Even if you're kind of saving it ahead for like a Christmas gift or something, I mean, it just makes sense, right? Grab it now while the prices are good. And we're working with Holzkern again, which is exciting. So want to make sure everyone knows. And we got ! Holzkern in the chat. So you can click that link and you'll get that up to 30% off. Of course, you like the one that's $849. Hey, what can I say? You definitely got good taste. You also got expensive taste. So that's Holzkern. Sounds good, Salty. Keep me updated, buddy. But I'll make sure to give you and everyone else here some more reminders. Yeah, the white gold, pearl. I know there's like a bracelet with a couple pearls on it that look pretty nice. That's where I'd start. Go Salty. Green marble. Mike's eyeballing the green marble. That's right, Captain Feathersword. Exactly. Just like a tiered discount system, basically. So, for example, someone like Kenrin, who loves the $849 item, would absolutely be getting 30% off. Right? Let's make it clear. That guy's getting 30% off. Hell yeah. Hey, Java. What's the energy tonight, Java Bandit? You were looking a little run down yesterday, buddy. Just looking out for you. Long day. But how's it going tonight? I think he's as they say on the mend. Is that how they say it? You'll have to forgive me. Whatever the terminology is. On the mend, I believe. Yeah, he seems to be looking up. I would say the guy's right. He seems completely fine. Java Bandit, 50 subs. Thank you kindly. Oh, Wildhacks is oil checking Tim, which means Wildhacks really wants someone to oil check him. Correct. Those 50 subs, if Java was putting that toward Holzkern, that'd be 30% off. 100%. Some extremely violent maps. So you're looking for bans, blood, and guarantees, Java. Out of curiosity, was what you witnessed yesterday enough? Is the ban enough, or does it have to be through chess? Because we got a lot of bans yesterday, but we didn't always have a game that was played. But the bans did happen, so one way or another. Guaranteed eating. Can do. Well, Java, we're heading to the promised land in about an hour, just under. Can we save it for then? What do you think? I'll definitely be going for quite a while tonight, so we do have lots of time. I was actually even considering, it's good timing that you're here. I was considering going for more sips there. Might have to sneak a cheeky ice cube in there, though, if I'm being honest. Okay, less than an hour, Java. Let us work. Appreciate that. Gotta keep it Kick exclusive to get people over there. Hella's looking to ease in. You and Tim have been negotiating. Ah, interesting. I wonder what we're gonna see. Thrilled by the negotiations. Wild Hacks currently in talks with Nitsud Prime and Tim Cannon. Murphy Den, no, not yet, but probably in about 50 minutes. Oh, just chatting to Java Bandit, Chess Lover. Making sure we plan out the evening, getting the lay of the land, preparing the sips. There's much chess to be enjoyed, viewed, played this evening. Sips of what? Well, for me, that's an easy answer. The question is, what are you sipping on? We got the Java special here. Hello, Gory. That's right, Hella. Don't say that too loud, though. I think if your Scotch whiskey has an apostrophe in the name, that's, you know, if there's an apostrophe in there, I think that's a dangerous selection already. I really do. Salty's saying, don't check his bullet rating. I mean, Salty's a funny guy. This is like you're in the locker room. Oh, guys, don't look. I don't have any clothes on. Now, you know, there's a few lads that probably get a little more curious. That's right, MLP. Can't trust a guy like Salty. You never know what he's up to there. Thanks for that, Nicola. Quite literally, one sub on top of that. Thank you to Nicola. You're that lad. At least you can admit it. At least you can admit it. Thank you kindly, Java. Getting the evening going here for sure. Ooh, you lost me at e-board there, Chess Elo. Not sure, Curtis. TBD. Okay, Twitchy Undercrackers has a recommendation here. How do you win the electoral votes, Wild Hacks? You're saying you'll win the sub battle, but you would lose the popular vote because everyone would be rooting for Tim. Hello, CP. Nicola could be interested in a sub battle. Nicola's a former sub battle captain and you know, guy that knows how to lead his team and pick. You're either for or against Tim Cannon. I wonder where some of our regulars lie here. Who's for Tim Cannon? You know, just trying to get a lay of the land here. Who's pro Cannon? Probably not Chess Lover, but most likely going to do some daily recaps for the World Championship. Neutral on the cannon. Could go both ways. Tommy prefers Tim in small doses. Well, that's convenient. Salty is supporting Wild Hacks, his son. Good evening, Jason. Nicola would represent Mr. Tim. So Nicola will play for Tim. Noted. Noted. Big allegiance there. I wasn't sure. You know, the Wild Hacks tribe runs deep. Wasn't sure how deep he's got his hooks in. Oh, it doesn't work like that, Bam DZ. It's Tim's team or it's anti-Tim's team. So you're either for or against Tim. There's only one allegiance to declare. Chushu would even get out of retirement for Tim. Jeez, this is impressive. This is like, Tim is like, I feel like Tim is kind of like an RFK. A lot of people coming out of the woodwork. But, you know, you have your staunch supporters, Wild Hacks, so you're just hoping they'll perform in the Electoral College. Yeah, Tim TV is a staple. It's understandable that Tim has fans. Chicken Pants' team, Tim Cannon. Are there penalties for losing? Well, Java, especially if I was going to host this prior to Marbles, it'd be in consultation with you and, you know, strict enforcement of bans. That's the only way I could host it this evening. Funny comment from CP. Well, you just lost yourself a fan there, Sam. Unfortunate. The rodent tag, yeah, that's too much. It's a step too far for CP. A step too far. Go Tommy and go Boots. Okay, some potential sub-battle energy brewing. I can see it. Immediately, I am seeing some potential signups here. Would you enlist Wild Hacks, Tim? I'm not sure Wild Hacks would enlist you, but would you enlist Sam? Olive Branch, brah? Let's see here. Bring up our sub battle, which was last played as Twitch versus Kick. Wild Hacks, do you have a name for your team? Would you like to submit a name? Same question for you, Tim. Yes, naturally, Wild Hacks and Tim are both required to play. The captains lead from the front. Could be hella. Could be. Don't mind this suggestion at all. Maybe they have to play a 3-minute and a 5-minute game, Kappa. The Cannoneers. Awaiting the Wild Hacks name. It will most likely be delivered in prose performed by Omizi Malik. Currently awaiting. Yeah, premium only is definitely. Do you remember? Does anyone like This is a Pepperidge Farms moment. Does anyone remember what premium even means? Like premium only or not? Like how this even became a feature? The hackers. Okay. So we have Wild's Hackers and Tim's Cannoneers. Sign up in the T3 channel. Funny guy. How high rated can you go? There just always has to be, like, if you go out and pick like a 2800 and the other guys can't find a 2800 to match, then it's not like a free point or something. Like, you know, within reason. There has to be somebody available around that could go against. So I would say before you pick like an outrageous category, it would be a good idea to sort of ascertain the information about whether or not there's a potential opponent around. Watch that all thanks to the 30 with Prime. Moistad has already declared. So, as usual, I mean, we can definitely permit a few more rating categories than last time. We ran a quick one last time, and it was like 6 boards, 7 boards. But I would say it would be good to keep it probably under 9. Like 9 or under. And definitely with an odd number. We can go like the usual sub-battle format's 13, but it could take a while. I don't necessarily mind that, though, if the energy is there. Sure, but I would say 9 or less is a little bit better, probably. Probably just submitting in chat, because it's going to be Wild Hacks and Tim who are making selections as captains. Which means, most important, we need, and it isn't going to be a coin toss to decide. It's going to be a coin toss to choose whether you want first pick or you want white. White obviously guarantees your team an extra white because there's going to be an odd number of boards. So whoever gets one does not get the other. So let's start. We will, of course, default to the challenger, Wild Hacks. This is obviously Tim's home turf. As the away, as the visitor, we'll let you call the coin here. Speaking of coins, he needs to sub again. Thank you, Wild Hacks. Wild Hacks knows that he wouldn't be allowed on the team as a non-sub. Tommy gifted a sub to Wild Hacks. Boom, that was quick. Beat him to it. Thank you, Tommy. We have big marbles banked, by the way, so options galore for the evening. Sub battle, marbles. Heads. It is heads. Would you like the white pieces for your team? So the extra white pieces, or would you like first pick? Whatever you do not select, Tim will get. First pick. Wow. He must have a banger of a pick ready. He must have a banger because he's foregoing the white piece advantage for whoever this is. It's a big honor to be selected first by WH here. Big honor for sure. Whoever it is, you were worth more than the white pieces. And if you would like to make yourself available, I gather he may have someone in mind here, but if you'd like to make yourself available, we're going to need your chess.com username and your blitz rating in the chat. Oh, well, okay, Tommy's funny, called it, yes. Moistud has been selected with the first overall draft pick. Moistud has been selected on Team WH, Wilds Hackers. Okay. And you guys know how the format works, for example. And could you please provide blitz ratings, by the way, for all players that get selected? I'm not sure what Moistud is, because it is relevant. All matchups have to be within 100 elo of one another. All matchups have to be within 100 elo. So the way the format works is if Moistud is selected by Wild Hacks, then Tim must select someone now that can fight against him, plus minus 100. If Tim selects a 1300, Wild Hacks must select a 1300 to make that match happen. And you can only create up to 9 categories. Okay, so Moistud at 2222 has been selected. Tim, the action is on you. We have an open draft here in the chat. Where does Tim Cannon find value? No, you do not have to pick a 2200 now, Tim. You can select anybody, any rating, but I just mean eventually you will need to select a 22 or 21, 2300. Tim is selecting KNVB. So, Tim, you're naturally selecting KNVB with the understanding that there needs to be someone that could fight against KNVB. And Tim has provided receipts that Rui is within 100 elo of KNVB. The front office is currently going crazy over at Camp Wild Hacks. CM Rui is 26.57, and KNVB is weighing in at a rocking 27.26 after a win against GM Joey. Tim, this court finds your selection valid as you have provided sufficient evidence. Now, he's not forced to pick CM Rui, but a fighter who is available and ready has been provided as evidence from Tim Cannon. And I tell you, there's big revolt over in the war room on the side of Wild Hacks. His believers are doubting the first pick of Moistad. Still many picks to come. It should be said that, the Wild Hacks and Tim matchup is somewhere in here. There is one category reserved for that. Correct, Tommy, which is why it's so exciting. Wild Hacks is selecting with the 3rd overall pick, Salty J Clown. Can we please have Salty's credentials? What is Salty weighing in at? 2,100 for the Clown. Moistad, Salty, selected. 2,100 from the Clown. Very impressive. Absolutely. All right. The action's on Tim. Who is available to represent now? Whenever the picks are being made is a great time to make yourself known. Do we have Lost Moose in chat here with us? Lost Moose to play Moistad. And what is the Lost Moose rating? $22.16. Okay. Okay. The action is on Wild Hacks. We have many a player on offer in the chat here. Remember, a total of 9 categories. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, there's no difference if you select like a 300 because the opponents are also going to have to select someone around that rating. So just a reminder that there's no particular incentive to stack the highest ratings. Fair ask. Tommy, checking if his services were available. Wildhack's looking for a new player. Let him know if you'd like to play for Wild's Hackers. Bamdeezy has been selected, and with what rating? Okay, Fungus getting involved as well. Putting himself out there on the apps. Love to see it. Etienne selected by Tim. 1421, Etienne. The action is back on Wild Hacks. $15.12, but best 1840. That's that'll definitely get the managers investigating. That'll draw a few scouts' eyes. Okay, the Stonewall. The Lone Staller has been selected. Keep in mind, guys, you're still allowed to pick somebody who's, for example, rated in between Java and Bamdeezy. I'm just putting names on here for now. I'll organize it properly after. Okay, Java's been selected. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories. So only 2 new categories can be selected by either team. Then we need to start finding opponents. As a commissioner, as a commissioner enforcement. Oh, sorry, the mouse is still on it. There we go. I will enforce the requirement of one of the categories to be added to be lower than 1,000. No, there. I mean, CM Rui is around, Tommy. So, unless someone else, of course, as well. Only one representation per battle, Nicola. Huh. Hello, Moist. Dark Spur on chess.com from Tim. And the Dark Spur rating is... This is surely our under, okay, 855. All right. Only one new category can be selected. Otherwise, you need to start finding opponents here. Hey, the guys can still select 400s. I'm fully in favor of that behavior, but it's up to them. But it's still possible. But we had to get one sub 1,000 category for sure. Yep, Wild Hacks is value hunting. Indeed. I like it. A self-advocate. Fungus. Doing math so that the captains don't have to. Wild Hacks is value maxing. Picking... What's the username exactly? Oh, Tim's thrown a challenge flag. Challenge flag on the field. What's the username? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see here. Bullet. Blitz. Very natural blitz graph here. Highest rating was here. And Tim, the basis of your challenge? Rapid too high? He's 1890 rapid with a high of 2000, indicating that he started at 2000 and then went down. And we all know that rapid ratings are inflated anyway. Tim Cannon himself is a fantastic example. Overruled. Overruled. The selection stands. $15.12, and Wild Hacks is value maxing. Unsuccessful challenge there from Tim. His team will naturally be charged 2 subs. Thank you, Brilliant Spec. 26. Oli Pauls, thanks for the 28 as well. Washed Adult, 30. I think so. Who's Leaf? Java, you're in here. You're playing. I haven't poured yet. Have you? Obviously, I'm going to pour before we start. $50 from Jason. Just the straight dono. Thank you very much. Ja928. He says, good luck to the Hackers and the Cannoneers. Good guy, Jason. Wants to see a good fight. Thank you, Ja928. Casino Duck. Thank you for the 2 gifted. Covering the fees there. Casino Duck's a big fan of that Tim challenge. Standing up for coach. Covering the fees. You want to try to be a little sober? Okay, fair, fair. Okay, who is Wild Hack selecting? Oh, he just selected Fungus. So now it's on Tim. Tim is selecting... Choose True. I see. Where does Choose True fall into? New category? 1870. Okay. (1815, 1807). Okay. And we officially have all our categories here, right? I believe we do, yes? Very nice. Thank you, Nicola, for the gifted sub. MLP Twilight, who is coming in at, I believe, 890. MLP. Oh. You knew 446. Mm-hmm. All right. It's on Tim. Relevant Jesse, thanks for the prime. Let's go. I love it. Getting involved. Appreciate the sub. That'll do you well. You know, we got a big month upcoming. Lots of things to get involved in. Is Nicola here and willing? Question mark? Tim needs to select an opponent for Salty, Bamdeezy, and Java Bandit. You can see where the allegiances lie. Wild hacks. People revealing their true colors. Yep, I knew Moistad would be beaking there. Never missing an opportunity. Hey, Kilimanjaro. That's right, Rui. Lots happening. I didn't put Mickey Conley in. But I have the Ant-Man. Yeah, he's so soft, though, Rui. He's probably not. This guy's out with like a finger injury. I can't take him seriously. Okay, Ritzer is selected. So that's obviously for this category. And it's 1305, was it? Or what? Okay. Wazy, I think. All right, selected. It's on Wild Hacks. No, he is playing today, Rui, but he's out. I mean, he has a game. But the guy's old. I mean, he's taking like every other game off, I think. Still playing more than Joel. So Wild Hacks needs an opponent for Choose True within 100. And obviously an opponent up top here. Bruinzen selected. Wild Hacks selecting a long-time sub, 6.5 years and counting. $19.60. Value maxing. It's on Tim. He's got 2 remaining categories. Are we starting high or low? Probably high. meaning yours would be the last game there, MLP. Definitely have 30 to run and get something MLP. We still have to finalize our teams. Once we finalize the teams, I can tell you guys we are going to be hosting this on Kick. If you do not have an account, it's a good time to make one right now. I think there's 5 minutes before new accounts can chat, so definitely a good time to make a Kick account if you want to follow along the battle, especially if you're playing. Exactly, Wild Axe. I think we'll be timed well here. Salty needs an opponent, Java needs an opponent, and Wild Hacks can effectively, you can pick your last one even now. Wild Hacks, if you know it, we can fill the sheet because obviously it won't affect any of Tim's picks. Yep. And Rui's weighing in at some 2650 or something like this, I think. 57. How often do we do sub battles? I don't know. Every so often. Lately, a bit more. Couple a month, for sure. Tommy J. Salami volunteering to take a shot at the clown. Does Tommy J qualify? And it is definitely going to be 3-0 time control. No increment. Hey, Brew Wayne's in. To be honest, Brew Wayne's in, as long as you're online on chess.com, you know, for the next 45 minutes, 30 minutes, your game will just start automatically as long as you're logged in. So technically, you wouldn't even need it, but it's another streaming platform, another site, much like Twitch, that you make an account on, just like the one you have here. And then you could use that to follow our channel, chat in it the exact same way. And we're streaming there as much or even a bit more than Twitch. So just if you don't have it, there are quite a lot of streams that happen there, maybe without your knowing. Yeah, see if you can make it happen, Brew Wayne's in. Oh, I'm stoked for you, Saxo. First of all, thanks a lot. Let me know any feedback. You can always drop in a stream or hop in our Discord if you got any questions, or I'll be curious to see what you think of it. I believe Casino Duck, he claims not. He claims he's looking to put in a good perf. Oh, there you go, Brew Wayneson. That's also true from Salty. If you're if you can't figure out the account, don't worry. All you need to do is !kick and just have that tab open. You'll be able to watch the stream, so you'll know when it's your turn. But yeah, it definitely is quick and easy to make a Kick account, but in case not, I think unless you're really trying to back out, Brew Wayne's in, I think it's no problem. I say stay in. We'll be able to make it happen. Molmshog, thanks for the 59. Welcome back, Molmshog. Almost 5 years together. What's that, CP? Okay, it's approaching kickoff time. Literally on kick. So we either need to finalize Tim's roster or finalize it on kick. If you were to say that you would bet 20 subs on a WH victory, can you switch your allegiance? Can you switch your allegiance? Meaning your allegiance is currently to Tim. But you're seeing the team that WH is putting together. And you're looking to bet on Big Wild. Wow, that's big faith in the team over there. Okay, chicken pants, but as you know, it's going to have to be kick. Exactly, Moist. Yep. Well aware. Okay, Tim, we need a decision. If you don't have your last two guys, we're going to need to move to kick and finalize there. But it's time to move, especially if your name's on the screen right now. If you don't have a kick account, exclamation mark kick. Free to make, easy to do. I think he said he was heading to bed, Moist. Okay, chicken pants, granted, granted. Deadly Shadow, rip. Okay, if Mark subs on kick, he's in, says Tim. Okay, Mark, we're heading to kick right now. If you're subbed there, or if you do sub there, the spot's yours. How many subs on kick to be unbanned? 5 for evening parole, Guppy. But it won't get you out for good. Just, you know, an evening yard time. Evening yard time. Does the losing team get banned? Believe me, we're going to have this discussion before we start. Believe me. So, see you guys on kick. That's where we're going right now. You'll see the stream boot up there in about 30 seconds. Exclamation mark kick. All right. Head on over. As I said, if you don't have an account, it's a great time to make one. We stream a lot there, so this isn't just a one-time thing. You'll very often catch us live, especially in the evenings. If that's kind of your time zone or your vibe, then it would make a lot of sense. But we're heading there now.